Hello everyone, this is Omni, doing a Toysday Tuesday. I know we missed last week, so I do apologize about that. But this week, we're doing a review and unboxing on Nendoroid 1688 Gawr Gura of Hololive EN. As you can see, the box, once again, they are bringing back designs on the boxes, so it's not a solid color. So you see there's triangles, and then the pictures, then the beautiful back of the box, some more pictures. You also can see you do get a special stand or base. And then the other side. So it is a really lovely looking box and everything. You can definitely see the accessories and such. But let's go ahead and open up the box and see what we have on the inside. Alright, so we have Gawr Gura unboxed. As you can see, she comes with two faceplates. There's a super smiling happy face, her default face here, and then this kind of blushing, smirking kind of face. She does come with her little, her claw hands type thing. So that's this one here. And then of course she has the other hand too. So she does have both of those grabby hands. She has a particularly special hand with a little bit of an insert for the trident. I just wanted to show you, to tell you. See, this is her normal hand. It doesn't have the indentation. I also her hair pieces comes by default, because she's wearing her hood usually. The hair pieces are not in, and I wanted to show you something about the hair pieces in particular. There's not a very big peg on them. It's pretty small, so you have to be very careful. You do want to put a little bit of force, but not too much, because I personally in the past have broken little pins like this before, and it's horrible. But I'm a little bit better now, of course, but especially for beginners of the Nendoroid series stuff, a little bit of pressure goes a long way. You don't need to put too much on it, because that will break apart. And then of course she comes with her little shark friend, and then the trident that she's holding. And then I wanted to point out the hood is particularly interesting, because it's actually, I thought it was going to be a custom. Sometimes what they'll do with the costume Nendoroid parts for these kind of things, the heads, is that they'll actually make them separate. So they'll make them like a separate kind of fringe part or something like that, where the face is attached to it. But this actually is pretty unique. I haven't seen this in maybe I haven't seen this probably. I would like to say offhandedly for right now, I don't think I've seen this ever. Because I'm thinking about even the other hooded characters typically have the hood separated as like a part of their face plate. But as you can see, hollow back, and then the pins for that. So in a particular interesting way, you put it on in a particular interesting way. You have to be careful, because her hair is actually made of hard plastic. It's not soft plastic, so you can't manipulate it in the same way. You definitely need to make sure you take off the hair pieces. And while I'm doing this, I'm going to actually show you something that's very cool. They didn't need to do that, but they just to show you, Good Smile does go into full detail, even giving the fin on the back. So that exists. So how you want to do this is the best way would be the hand would have the arms down, because you kind of have to try to do this on camera. You kind of have to level it down and kind of scoop it up where the jaws are. It's not very easy, and I wanted to see, it's not very easy. You have to kind of be very careful with how you manipulate it. So I kind of wanted to do it on camera, but it's also very difficult because of the way my setup is. But you do need to give it a little give. You do need to push it a little bit, because the hair, as I was saying before, is not a soft plastic. It's actually still hard plastic, so you have to be very careful. And then you can get it underneath the hair, and then you just get the back piece is the easy part, of course, and then you just snap on the back piece like so. And then Gura's wearing her, you know, signature hood, like that. So you do need to get it underneath the hair. You do need to kind of be very careful, as I said previously, with the hair pieces, just like with those hair fringes. A lot of pressure goes a long way. So you don't, or a little bit of pressure goes a long way. So you don't need to do too much pressure, because also the hair pieces they're pretty strong, but you can break them if you push them too far. So you kind of have to, like I said, you have to push the hair through. It's a little bit harder than regular hair, of course, because hair is pretty soft. But you do have a tiny bit of give, and then you just leave the front back on, and then you can snap on the back. I wouldn't recommend trying to do it the other way around, because it can get a little bit, because you're going to be holding the back of the head, and so there is more potential for breakage, because if you accidentally push too hard, your hand is there. It's a solid push. There's no give. There's not as much give, and it can break the hair. But as far as Gawr Gura is concerned, I think this is a really good Nendoroid. They're doing really, really well with. This is post-edit. I apologize. I completely forgot. Gawr Gura doesn't have a standard base. She actually comes with her own unique base. I thought this was in addition to the main base. It is not in addition to the main base. You get this base and the Nendoroid stand, but no square base. Sorry about that. Like I said, the base is really cool, but if you want a standard base, you're going to need to get that from one of your other Nendoroids. Thanks so much. The VTubers series. I'm really excited to see Amelia Watson and Takanashi Kiara. I think they already have a Mori Calliope. I just haven't pre-ordered it. Or may have already been released. I'd have to look that up, but I'm not 100% sure. But the Hololive stuff is looking great. Then Nichi Sanji stuff also looks great. And I think they have now an Iron Mouse, actually, Nendoroid. So they're doing really well. It's just really interesting to show you the power of the power of VTubers nowadays. They are becoming the new Hatsune Miku or the original Kazuna Ai. They really are becoming a very big cultural component. I think if you become a Nendoroid, in my personal opinion, you've definitely hit a cultural milestone. So who knows, maybe one of your independent oshi VTubers will get a Nendoroid of their own. Well, then that'd be amazing. So yeah, I hope you really like that, and I hope it really helped you out. And always remember, you are worthy, you are loved, you belong, and you can do amazing things. Keep your star shining, and I will always be looking for you in the night sky. And together, we will make the sky shine bright. Until next time, going off air.